Are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now let's go. Green,
30. This is Hines. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gone! Here we go now. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now a toss play. It's Hines. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Hines on the toss play. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Here's Mack. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15 he goes. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for 2nd down.
Let's go! What? 90!
Now back to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Come on, let's go. What?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brewer. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. First target, first catch, and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Gordon on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
They'll drop to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. Open here, Adam Thielen. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Let's go. What?
He'll look to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen, and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 40 yards. Here's Hines. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense.
Patriot! Patriot!
the gun. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator... I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the pressure gets to him again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
No, check.
They'll throw now on the final play. Throw left side complete. It's Morgan. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. I got him. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And right side, Henry's got it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Brewer. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll set up to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
All right, here we go.
Now a carry from Mack. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go now.
Now it's Hines. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. He's at the 50, the 40, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Blue, Landy.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are in for 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it down here and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. Henry's got it out on the left side. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And the Colts coming out now. Still a lot that can happen, but you think they get points on this drive, even if it's just 3. Should wrap this one up.
And you got to love their starting field position. So if you're the play caller right now, being on the plus side of the 50, you're thinking exactly what you're saying. Get 3, get out of here with at least that. But, hey, you might have a chance to put 6 on the board and really take control.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Mack. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, hurry up, here we go. 3, 19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll run with Mack. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's to the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here we go. What? 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Ohio.
He'll drop to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
Now back to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Ohio. Let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run with Hines. Room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check your backer, check your backer. No. Me.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
He'll look to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that.